A mother facing charges in the brutal beating of her twin baby boys. Local 4 cameras are there. She faces a judge for the first time. President Trump suggesting delaying the November election. This afternoon, we are getting reaction from both sides of the aisle. Paula.
This is exciting because we're actually seeing students get connected to technology, their very own devices for the very first time, and wait until you see their faces as they grab hold of their futures.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. We do start with breaking developments in the severe beating of 1-year-old twins in the course. One little boy died, the other is still in the hospital. This afternoon, their mother is facing charges. Local 4's Jason Colthorpe tracking the very latest. Jason, what are the charges?
Right now, Karen, it's just one charge. It's first-degree child abuse for the twin boys' mother. 34-year-old Lisa Reed was arraigned today in court on those charges. This all happened Tuesday morning when police got the call and they responded to Reed's apartment in Ecorse. They found her son Zaire in great distress, had extensive injuries. He was rushed to Wyandotte Hospital, then immediately transferred to Children's Hospital where he died. Now, what happened next is incredible because officers were at the home still investigating. They noticed his twin brother Zion also in distress. They took him to the hospital, found that he also had extensive injuries. Tuesday night, he went through surgery for broken clavicles, both sides. Both clavicles were broken. He had a broken left femur and is now trying to recover. And as we learn about this case, any doctor will tell you a broken leg on a baby is quite incredible because babies' bones are quite flexible and it takes an awful lot for them to break one of their bones. Now, this case has a long way to go, as we say, because there could be many more charges. Right now, it's just child abuse against the mother for Zion. There was also a live-in boyfriend at this residence. Family members told us they suspected him of abuse, and investigators said today there was signs of long-term abuse on both of these boys. We're going to be waiting for what happens there. The prosecutor right now declining to charge that live-in boyfriend, but we're waiting to see what happens. Now, coming up at 5 o'clock, you'll hear from the inspector on this case and exactly why he calls it the worst case he's seen in his 32 years on the job. Karen, back to you.
Heartbreaking. All right. Thank you, Jason. We'll check back with you at 5. State police say they are noticing some concerning things on our area freeways. Police say they're actually making gains in their investigations into 10 out of the 15 freeway shootings we've seen since June 15th. And they're also finding more illegal guns during traffic stops. Today, they displayed 103 guns, all taken off the streets the last 3 months. Same time last year, only 28 guns were seized. State police say they're finding most of these guns during stops for speeding.
These are stops where somebody was swerving in their lane and maybe had open intox in their vehicle. Maybe somebody didn't have a driver's license or insurance. That's where we're actually getting these guns from, is not like where you would think the traditional, somebody opens up a trunk and you see all these long guns in there. These are everyday folks that are driving around with illegal guns.
The guns will be taken to a lab to see if they can be tied to other crimes. After that, they'll be destroyed. Now to the coronavirus and hundreds of new cases here in Michigan. Today, Michigan reported 715 new cases and 19 more lives lost to the virus. Now, for perspective, those 14 deaths came from a review of prior records. Warren Consolidated School says a staff member in its summer school program tested positive for coronavirus. The school was disinfected, but students are being asked to look for symptoms. Yesterday, Governor Whitmer announced casinos can reopen next month at 15% capacity. She also upped restrictions for bars and large gatherings up north. Today marks 6 months since the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a public health emergency. Former Republican presidential candidate Herman Cain has died from the coronavirus. Cain was a business executive at companies like Burger King and Godfather's Pizza, then ran for president in 2012. He attended President Trump's campaign rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma back in June. Less than 2 weeks later, he was diagnosed with the virus. It's unclear where he contracted it. Cain was 74 years old. Today, America said goodbye to a civil rights icon. Funeral services were held for Congressman John Lewis, with 3 former presidents speaking, including a eulogy from former President Obama. Here in Detroit, a memorial was held at Spirit Plaza with speakers and activists who are following in the footsteps of the congressman. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom now with a look at the heartfelt tributes in Atlanta. Kim?
Yeah, hi, Karen. Good afternoon. The private funeral was held at Ebenezer Baptist Church, a church once led by the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Lewis died, as you know, earlier this month at the age of 80 following a battle with pancreatic cancer.
We shall overcome someday.
As you said, former Presidents Bush and Clinton spoke before former President Barack Obama delivered the eulogy. Much of the service focused on Lewis's leadership in the civil rights movement in the 1960s and his continued work in Congress for equal rights. President Obama said at just 20 years old, Lewis was brave enough to challenge decades of oppression against African Americans.
John Lewis did not hesitate, and he kept on getting on board buses and sitting at lunch counters, got his mugshot taken again and again, marched again and again on a mission to change America.
His lesson for us is that we must all keep ourselves open to the hearing the call of love, the call of service, and the call to sacrifice for others.
Always keeping his eyes on the prize, always believing none of us will be free until all of us are equal. I just loved him. I always will.
And this morning, the New York Times published an essay written by Lewis shortly before he passed away. He wanted it to be published on the day of his funeral. In response to recent protests, Lewis wrote, quote, "While my time here has come to an end, I want you to know that in the last days and hours of my life, you inspired me." Lewis will now be buried at an Atlanta cemetery next to his late wife, Lillian. We'll have more from the powerful remembrances of the civil rights leader coming up on the news at 5. Karen, until then, we'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kim.
Sure.
Presidential tweet shaking up the 2020 election. Now President Trump is facing bipartisan pushback from Washington to Michigan. Here's President Trump tweet floating the idea of a delay in the November election. He's been attacking the security of mail-in ballots, even though there's no evidence of widespread fraud. Republican Senators Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham were quick to say that's a bad idea. Michigan's Governor Whitmer released a statement saying, in part, it's clear that the president is more focused on his chances in the 2020 election rather than protecting families from a virus. The truth is that mail-in absentee voting is safe, simple, and patriotic. It has been a gorgeous day out there, and we are in for a beautiful night ahead. So let's send it over to Ben with our first look at our forecast.
Yeah, Karen, in fact, we've really got a string of pretty nice nights. Comfortable temperatures, that's going to be the least of our concern, but we did have the new drought monitor come out, and the news is not great. It's not awful, but some of the areas that are in that moderate drought really have not expanded, so that's good. However, a lot of those gaps have been filled in with the pre-drought category, that yellow shade. So everything with the exception of that one area right there from the city up the east side is in some sort of stress from lack of rainfall. Plenty of it down south. Isaias is a tropical storm, and it is headed towards the states, but there's some question as to where it's going. We'll enjoy a pleasant night. We'll track the latest on that tropical storm and look forward to our good rain chances this weekend coming up, Karen.
All right. Thank you, Ben. It's a problem emerging in all school districts across Metro Detroit. If school is held online in the fall, do families have the technology needed for every child to keep up? Paula Tutman spoke to a family of 7 who just got a special delivery from the Detroit Public Schools Community District.
The program is called Connected Futures, and you don't have to wait for your return on investment because you can see it immediately as soon as these children get their devices.
I got a tablet.
It is not fair or accurate to call this Christmas in July because education is a right, not a privilege. But for children who have no connectivity or digital devices, education becomes difficult to grasp. In April, the Detroit Public Schools Community District forged a $23 million partnership with corporations called Connected Futures. to connect children to technology. And this week, computer tablets were handed out to children who have never had a digital device to call their own before now.
I don't know what it can do, but maybe like read on it, maybe. I don't know.
For the Williams family,
Is that a girl dad I see?
Yes, that's girl's dad. That's Timothy Williams.
it means that the two school-age children no longer have to jockey for time to learn on the family's single desktop unit.
You know, at one point we were at the desktop all in one room. Kids running back and forth through Zaire trying to do her work, or Talia's trying to do her work, and Lyrics running by.
It was hard trying to get to all my classes and keep having to switch back and forth. It was hard.
And it was exciting to Zoom with 7-year-old Talia and 14-year-old Zaira for the very first time.
There we go.
How you doing? Yay. Now let me get Talia to get activated.
I can actually do what I need to do when I need to do it, instead of having to wait or take turns and swap it out.
The devices are not loaners. They belong to the child. And it's not just the device, but free internet and technical support as well.
Oh, you're dancing for me. I love that.
And then as fast as the Zoom interview started, with the girls and I starting to get to know one another, it had to end.
I don't have to share, so Zaire can have her own, I can have my own, so Zaire won't have to get off her class. Let me get on my class.
Zaira reminded me that she's in summer school and her class was about to begin.
What time is it?
And today, she could participate in her room on her own with her very own device. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
And that is a very big deal. Thank you, Paula. Unemployment is soaring, but one company is reporting some of its biggest profits ever, and it's all because of our habits during the pandemic. And why NASA hopes this launch today hopes answer an age-old question. Is there life on Mars? Police hope you learn one thing from this video of a car flipping over during a crash. We'll be right back.